Hey guys, Josh at Bane Tech, and I've got Kinivo's mini speaker. It's the ZX100. This is a mini size pocket kind of size speaker that's going to work for any of your devices, so you can listen to your tunes on the go, or if you need something by the desk or whatnot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box before we get this all undone and see what it's all about. On the front, you got a nice little preview of what the Kinivo speaker looks like, a nice little window. Alright, so here's a 5-step process of how you get this thing working. Here on the back, you got all your specifications, the dimension, the weight, speaker, the input, the power. You got charging time, 2 hours, and then the contents, you're going to get the mini speaker, a carrying pouch, USB charging cable, and the user manual. Here on the other side, you got basically a picture, specs, kind of a diagram here, pocket speaker, lithium ion battery, extension, resonator, and a buddy plug. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this unboxed and get this all powered up and see how it sounds. It's got a little bit of piece of tape here on the top. Do my best to keep these packages in the best conditions as possible. So it looks like we got our pouch sitting on top along with the USB cable. Slide the extra packaging. Got our manual here and the star of the show. Here on the back it's open, so just kind of press in there. Here's the speaker itself, and we're going to put it off to the side and take a look at the little accessories here first. So you get a little pouch here, and it's going to have your USB connection. It looks like it's got an auxiliary cable attached to it as well. And I've actually started seeing this a little bit with some of these Bluetooth setups. This is pretty neat. It's got a little Velcro strap here to try to keep your, tangle-free experience. You know how annoying that can be. So we got mini USB connection here, so that's going to go directly to your phone or like Android device basically. Sorry, Apple guys, you might have to get an adapter for that. Then you got your auxiliary cable here, and then a USB connection as well. So the cable itself, I'd say it's about, I don't know, just a little bit over a foot. Here's our manual, just kind of take a quick peek at it. Kind of shows you some of the setup. And so we'll just put that off to the side. And what's pretty cool about this, you got a nice little carrying pouch so you can keep your speaker nice and spiffy looking. Alright, so now that we take a look at all the accessories that it comes with, let's take a look at the speaker itself. We have our power button, volume up, volume down. Got our little logo here, an open indicator. We got a nice little auxiliary cable hiding out right here as well. It kind of wraps around this little groove, so that's pretty cool. Like, you don't actually need this if you don't want it. You can just connect straight to whatever device. I got the HTC One M8 here. We're going to use it as a demonstration device today. Here's the auxiliary connection here. USB, looks like we got an LED light there as well. So let's go ahead and get this powered on. Okay, so you gotta hold it down for a few seconds and you'll see the LED light kind of pop on. So the way that you're gonna connect to this speaker itself, it's not Bluetooth, so you have to be connected to the auxiliary connection, to which you can either use this cable here or the one that comes installed. So before we get this all plugged up, there's a little nice feature that this has. It's got a base resonator. So you just kind of hold it down by its base, press down, and it pops up. So it's kind of springy. It doesn't expand that much, but just enough. And if you want to put it away, just press it again and turn clockwise and then counterclockwise to let it go. So let's go ahead and get this hooked up, see how it sounds. Alright, so I got my YouTube video up here, basically just a royalty-free music, so that way I don't get in trouble for copyright. So we're going to get this all plugged up and see how it sounds. The audio jack is on the bottom of the HTC One M8. So let's go ahead and give this a whirl. Now I'm gonna keep the microphone to my mouth so I can talk about it, and then I'm gonna put the microphone up to it so that way you can kind of get a better experience of what it might sound like. Alright, so it's not too loud right now. So I'm gonna press the volume. Now what I've noticed is that you have to really press pretty firm on here to even get it pressed all the way. So okay, the volume's all the way up on that. I'm gonna see if it's all the way up on my phone or not. Get that nice little warning. Whoa, oh my gosh. That was actually really loud. I'm impressed. Wow. I'm like, this is crazy. Alright, it's time to put the microphone up to it. Just in case you couldn't hear me over that, this thing puts out such a friggin' booming sound. That's awesome. This is crazy. Like, this little guy, this is probably like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Alright, I'm gonna put the microphone up to it, so your warning is here. It's fixing to get loud. Alright, I warned you. Okay, so that was an awesome experience. Like, that's probably one of the best first impressions I've had for a little portable speaker like this. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but in the video, if you were, maybe have to like rewind it or something, but this was actually like vibrating on the table and it was moving a little bit. So that itself is pretty good indicator this thing puts out a nice little punch. Now, I'm going to try to get some close-ups so you can kind of see what's going on the inside. There's a little red like design here, and you can see it like resonating inside, you know, of the, well, Resonator. This is awesome. You should be able to see it there a little bit. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but goodness gracious, it's just a little speaker. I'm holding this as still as I can possibly do. Guys, I'm thoroughly impressed with this thing. I want to show it off some more, so let's play around a little bit. Alright. Let's see what I can do with what I got on the table. I'm going to put the paper on here on the top and see what it does. Alright, you can kind of see it inching towards the phone. Alright, well, I guess I've had enough time showing it off now, but oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. Like, I'm definitely going to be using this thing. It's so freaking powerful and so small at the same time. This is awesome. Like, I'm just impressed, guys. Like, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I think you should check it out. You should definitely get this if you can. This is crazy. Like, I can't believe how well this sounds. That's just awesome. So just real quick, like, there's actually a few ways to connect. You can connect the cable that comes with it to the auxiliary connection there, or the one that's kind of built in, but you also have a auxiliary cable here. So if you have a longer one and you need a longer extension, you can always plug it in at this spot too. So this USB connection here is also how you're going to charge it. So you can either, connect it to your computer, or you can connect it to any of like your cell phone chargers. So yeah, with those details out of the way, guys, like goodness gracious, go get this thing. This is this is really cool. So you can actually have multiple devices hooked up to it, which is a patent pending feature that they got going on. So really cool stuff. Lots of ways to connect and get your music going. Lots of cool stuff. So like if you need like a longer extension, you can just connect it to the port here. So yeah, like really cool stuff that you can connect to a few different ways. I'm really liking this, guys. I think you should definitely check it out. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos like this. I'd also like to point out that you can connect a Bluetooth adapter like a Fullscreen adapter that you can connect to an auxiliary cable to be able to listen to your music through Bluetooth. So keep that in mind when you're using this speaker. You can also use the Bluetooth adapter as well as the auxiliary connections.